I think I'm about to go on now. Can you guys see me? Uh-oh. I think I did something to my to this. Okay, it says there's 2 in the room. Hi, Candy. Hi, Aida. Can you guys hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. Let's see. Recovery. Normal. I'm coming, y'all. Hold on. Okay, I guess this is not going to work. I was going to try and play a little bit of music, but y'all see what I got here? Hey, y'all. Okay. I have been busy. These are honey mushrooms. I went foraging yesterday, and looky what I found. This is probably about 5 pounds of honey mushrooms. Yum. Some people have sensitivities to them. I've never had them before, so I'm going to be very cautious with them. I have double checked everything to make sure that I have the right mushroom and the little hairs on the head, all kinds of little things, because there are some lookalikes for these that could make you really, really sick. I also did what they call the Spore Print. Let me show you guys what that looks like. So if there's any foragers out there that want to do this. But this is called a Spore Print. What you do is it's supposed to be on a dark piece of paper or something. But what you do is you take the mushroom, and all you do is you take it and then you put it directly down on here. And then you wait 24 hours and it will spore. And it'll let you know if it's a white, the color is white, which this one is. It's kind of hard to see it. But if the spore is white, that means it's the right one. It's edible. If it was brown or tan, that means it's poisonous and don't touch it. So this was just an extra step that I took to make sure that I have the right mushroom. But I'm excited. And it was growing right in my front yard. And I got some chives here, and those my dehydrators over there. I'm dehydrating mixed fruit and blueberries, and yeah. That's kind of let me turn this up a little bit. I kind of wanted to talk to you guys. Hang on, let me turn this some kind of way. Hold on, I'll get it straight in a second. See my little kitchen? I'm actually in my my garden shed, y'all. I'm actually in my garden shed. My son and his family relocated here, and it would have been too hard for them to be in this little bitty space. So this is my little meditation station, and I think I've showed you guys before. This is my little spot here. And where's my little kitchen at? Turn it this way or this way? Hold on. Yeah, there's my see look at my little kitchen over there with my little hot plate. Yeah, so it's working out fine. So anyway, I've done all of this stuff in here. I am drying fruit. I can't sit down, and I can't really get in my kitchen the way I want to, and it's canning season. Oh, I gotta show y'all this too. Yeah, it's still not dark outside. No, I'll show you later. I'll show you another time. Anyway, I got me a double burner propane stove right outside my door. Out here is the heavy duty type, and I'm getting ready to start making jellies and jams and all kinds of stuff in my makeshift outdoor kitchen. But I've been doing like this is the garlic chives, and you just pick them and you put them on your dehydrating tray, and then after you're done, once they're all the liquid is out of it, instead of you guys going and buying, at the local grocery store and getting a container like about this big or a little bit bigger than this and having to pay $3 or $4 for that, I just pick this out the garden, and all you do is once it's dried, then you just crunch it up. takes a while to do it. I'll just sit here and just mash it while I'm talking to you. And you just crunch it up. Oh, it smells so. I wish you guys could smell this. It's this is the garlic chives, and this is all organic. I was able to glean this from the field. There she goes, sharecropping Monica again. Sharecropping grandma, or whatever somebody called me. But anyway, I got all this beautiful garlic chives. And it looks like I might wind up with maybe about a few ounces of this, to where, I'm gonna go ahead and let you see. I still need to chop it up some more, but see what, see? And then you just take it and you put it in your Mylar bags with an oxygen absorber in it, and then you got bags of spices. Let me show you this one, guys. This one. This was about this package right here. This package was, let me make sure I have to label these. Oh, this is the mixed vegetables. What I did is I got organic mixed vegetables, and can you see? Soup mix. Ready to go. And in these 2 bags right here, guys, this was 10 pounds of mixed vegetables. 10 pounds that fit in this. So all I have to do left with these is put an oxygen absorber in it, and then vacuum seal them. And then we have these, and all you have to do is you grab put your hand in here, grab a handful, and throw it in your broth with your chicken and whatever, and you got your vegetables ready to go. And they just rehydrate. And this is what they kind of sell in expensive places. And some of the stuff I would really love to get of those places that sell this food. But if you're on a budget like I am, start doing this. Okay, get you when you go to the Walmart or wherever you're going, pick up one of these little dehydrators. I picked up one at Goodwill Industries, another one at Salvation Army thrift stores or whatever, and a couple of them I purchased, too. But grab one of those, and then in your, just grab some vegetables and throw that there, and then this could be under your bed, and you got vegetables to go with your soup and whatever. And this bag, you ain't gonna believe this. See this bag right here? This was a 5-gallon bucket of celery, organic celery that I harvested myself, and with the leaves too, because the leaves are such packed with nutrition and it's packed with flavor. But this was a 5-gallon bucket of celery. But look, it's all done. And all you would have to do is, when you're making your soups and stews or whatever, you need celery or chicken broth or whatever kind of broth, you just grab some and just drop it into your pot. And you have all that flavor. I'm going to be doing that with onion and garlic and bell pepper, all the spices and seasonings. Get to your dollar stores, guys, and pick up salt. Get you some Himalayan sea salt. They have these. I don't have it with me. Matter of fact, my dear friend just had some ordered for us, and it's the 1 pound packages of Himalayan sea salt, and it's non-GMO, organic. $1. Go get you some salt. And get you about 4 or 5 pounds of salt, little bitty bags, and stick it in the shoebox. You might need that, really. What other tip I wanted to give you guys? Just to start paying attention to about even the folks in the city. Start looking around as you're taking your walks or whatever was growing in your backyard, the weeds, and stop using glyphosate and Roundup stuff is bad. And but start paying attention to maybe like abandoned homes, so where hopefully no pesticides have been sprayed, and start paying attention to the lowly weeds. Say, for instance, the dandelion. I know a lot of you know this, but I know a lot of you don't know this. Just the plain old dandelion that everybody tries to kill, the flower is edible. You can make, you can eat, just eat the flower. You could fry the flower. It kind of tastes like squash, fried squash to me. You can eat the stems, you can eat the leaves, you can even eat the root of this plant, of the dandelion. You dry the root and you grind it up, and it's like a coffee like drink. The lowly dandelion is so nutritious, loaded with trace nutrients. So start paying attention to stuff that's growing in the cracks in the sidewalk, on the side of the road. Make a mental note of what those are and if they're edible and where they are. Because someday you might have to go look for that. I hope that doesn't happen, but that's a good little thing to have in the back of your mind. Yeah, yeah. Just wanted to check in and see if you guys were how are you doing with all these, with this geomagnetic storm, you know, that we're having. Have you guys felt a shift in the energy? Have you been having headaches for maybe the last 3 or 4 days? How's your sleep pattern? How has your sleep pattern been? Do you feel irritable? Just share your thoughts. I was listening to a couple of other folks. Say, for instance, what is her name? Forgot her name again. And I added some links here this time of the ones I really wanted to highlight. And hers just kind of popped up in my head. I can't remember what her name is, but she was talking about the symptoms of this shift that's happening. There is a shift in the energy. I feel it. For the last 3 days, 3 or 4 days, I have had like not an excruciating headache, but I normally don't get headaches, so I notice it. And it's like a pressure. It's like a pressure, like right in through here. And then it's so funny. There was a spot. Let me see if I can find that spot on my head. There was a spot on my head here. I swear I was growing a horn. What the heck? I don't know what it was, but it was a sore spot in my head. It was really odd. Yeah. But anyway, so I've been having like this mild headache, hard to sleep, very, very hard to sleep, gastric disturbances, and not farting, y'all, but just my stomach is just cramping really, really, really bad. And again, the shoulders, the that I call it the creeping pain, the black plague is what it feels like on my shoulders, as well as these leg cramps. My legs, my shins, my toes, my calves, my thighs, everything just locks up. And it's funny because I was listening, not funny, haha, but I was listening to Fleur Brunn, and she was speaking specifically about the pain and the muscle cramps, especially in the legs. And this other person also said the exact same thing. So it's kind of like synchronicity, you know. Wondering if you guys are having any of those symptoms or anything different. Please share those, you know, and sound off. Maybe somebody else is having it. And again, this is a spot for us to kind of connect with each other and see what's going on with each other, and yeah, just staying connected. I was watching also Pastor Dowel of Straightway Ministries. When I first started awakening from the Jehovah's Witness cult, that was one of the first channels that one of the first channels that I was watching, his and Big Judah and Nazir Ra. And like I said, I'm this spiritual journey that I'm on is very fluid because I'm seeking the truth no matter what the cost. Now, the ultimate truth right now for me is, again, that I know who and what I am. I'm a sovereign free spirit being. I have already have eternal life. My soul cannot die. Period. I get that. However, I realize that in the reality that we're in now, it depends on where we are in the timeline, where we are, what dimension we're in. And I know that sounds crazy, and I always say that because I know there's a lot of folks that listen, that visit, that listen to Pastor Dowell a lot, and a lot of things, we don't see eye to eye with. There's a lot we do, but there's some things that we don't. And but I wanted to share his video because the whole time that I've been listening to him, he speaks about being self-sufficient, or as much as possible, and not depending on our government, anybody, to bail us out. We have the intelligence to do what we need to do now. And he has been encouraging folks to buy land, while it's real cheap, way back when. Buy land, start investing in yourself, and not feeding the beast. Start buying things that you need, because there's going to come a time again where you can't go to the Walmart, and you can't go here, and you can't go there, and you're going to have to depend on what you planned for. And again, not to be the whole doom and gloom thing, but we need to pay attention. We are in this dimension, this timeline, whatever you want to call it, prophecy, scripted prophecy, again, whatever you want to call it. The reality is them tankers with them those cargo tankers that's sitting out in the oceans and the Gulf and wherever, and can't get in. More and more people are reporting that there's no food on the shelf. Gas prices are high. I went to go out. I hadn't been out in a week because my car is completely broke. Now I can only go to the mailbox and back. So I don't know what's wrong with it. I need a new car. So I'm manifesting another car, or this one just miraculously gets fixed. But anyway, I went into town, and the last time I went into town, the gas was, I think, like $2.89 a gallon. And then I looked today, and it was like $3.50 or $3.57. That's a big jump in a week. And I have friends, telling me that shelves are empty. Even some of my relatives, again, that always tell me that I'm crazy. They're kind of rethinking things right now. But anyway, that's what else I wanted to talk about too. This geomagnetic storm that we're having. And have you guys seen anything on mainstream news with them talking about that? I've heard from like Mr. MBB 333, Wages World, all the ones that I listen to keep on top of that. But I haven't noticed anything in mainstream news talking about these Class X geomagnetic storms coming in. But anyway, yeah, I'm just curious as to why they're not talking about that at all. All right, let me just pop in and say hi, Candy. Hi, Candy. And I did pick up some things today, and I just saw your text just a minute ago. Let's see, Aida, Fatima, hello. I see your table and gear and hear you. Thank you. Hi, Ilana. Thank you, Fatima. You can hear me. Hi, I am Nancy. Always interesting. Awesome. Pyramid 7. Hello. Welcome. Interested Albert. Welcome. Iris. Sacagawea. Hi, darling. Awesome. Yeah, what are you guys doing? Anything, without going in a whole bunch of details, but are you guys kind of thinking about that? You know, I know everybody can't get out in the woods and live off grid and all that. I totally understand that. But wherever you are, do what you can. Uh, do not depend on our government to come and help you. Do something to help yourself. Connect with, you know, like-minded neighbors or friends, you know, so sort of network so you guys can kind of support each other. Water, 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 water. That's all I can say is water, 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 water. Put some cash away as much as you can. Because what I'm hearing is cash is going to be king for a while in the initial days if things get bad. And more people are saying, professionals are saying things are going to go bad. We're looking at another depression. So put some things away. And even if it, hopefully, you know, nothing, we can manifest the best possible, the best possible outcome for us. But if somehow the tables turn, make sure you have a little bit put away. And again, just for natural disasters, you know, you need to have a few little supplies away. I'm gonna take a swig. I've been trying to do good. Now I'm drinking. What do you call this? Let me take a sip. And that's what the recommendations are, is to stay hydrated. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Drink, 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 drink. And because of the geomagnetic waves, the radiation that's coming through the air, it depletes our magnesium and our potassium. So eat fruits and vegetables high in potassium and magnesium. And I'm also doing, I have some, I'm doing extra magnesium here. And this is called, I found this today at Walmart. And it's called Rapid Hydration Drink Mix. Rapid Hydration Drink Mix. And this box was $8. But it was regularly what, 12? But the thing that I like about it is the potassium in it. For one serving is 200 milligrams of potassium and 30 milligrams of magnesium and 2 milligrams of zinc. And yeah, so, and I know that I need, I know that I'm because I'm cramping. The other night I cramped so bad, my legs just locked up. I laid there, guys, and I was like, the grand creator, source, Allah, Buddha, Alibaba, anybody, please show me the way out of this. The pain was excruciating. That's the only way I can. It was excruciating. So much till I actually blacked out momentarily. It wasn't a very long time, but enough to break out in a cold sweat, and everything went dark, and I was just slumped on the floor. That's how painful these leg cramps are. So is anyone else experiencing those type of leg cramps or body aches? And what I'm understanding from the people that are further along on this path, such as like Ralph Smart, Elvita, I think her name is, Natural Vita, Fluorbrun. There's a few others, but they all speak about these symptoms. And what's happening is our bodies are physically changing because of the energy that's coming from above and possibly from below. Our bodies are physically changing. That junk DNA is being activated. And I think my own personal opinion is, I think that's the reason why they're pushing that poke so hard, is because They know something is incoming, something is occurring, and they don't want it to occur. So maybe the poke is to hijack or stop this metamorphosis from happening. I don't know. I don't know. But, and I feel a different energy in the air as well. Um, I can't explain it, but there's an energy in the world. I think that we're going to start being able to see certain things. Mr. MBB333, matter of fact, showed a clip of a woman in Texas. She was just in the yard picking up sticks and leaves in her yard, and she had her headphones on, listening to music as she was working. But then she felt in, I think in her left ear, she felt like a high, like like a high pitched shrill in that ear, and she had a feeling that like she was being watched. But she kind of just shook it off and just continued to work. But later on, there was a what do you call that? A tree cam, a wildlife cam, the little things that you hang in the tree. Anyway, I guess days later, she was reviewing the tape or the video, and she could see sort of like a dark, blurry energy around the side of her head, that she felt something was watching her, and felt or heard that high pitched frequency in her ear. And you could visually see something there. And then when she moved out of the frame, she was completely gone out of the frame. The thing, whatever it was, lifted up like in the tree line. But everything else was clear except this one spot. There is some energies out there, guys, some dark energies out there. I think there's some good energies as well, because I think portals have been opened. I think some portals have been opened, and there is going to be some benevolent beings, but there's also going to be some malevolent beings coming through as well. And for that, we need to be on guard for that. Again, not to be afraid, but to be aware that these entities are there. There's a possibility as we awaken more, we may begin to see them. And if we do see them, stand in your power. No fear. Remember who and what you are. A sovereign, free spirit being. We already have everlasting life. There's nothing to fear. Another thing I've been listening to, which makes a lot of sense to me, the thing that we're most afraid of, the thing that we're most afraid of, what if that thing was you? What is his name? Brayton. Jeff Brayton? I can't think of his first name. But I was watching one of his videos. And when you go into these meditations, how he mentioned it, sometimes when you get into these meditations, you may come face to face with the most horrible, stinking, disgusting, scariest thing in the world that you have ever seen. You're going to come face to face with this thing. And what he said helped a lot for me. Again, just to ground again and remember who and what you are. So when you look at whatever the most horrible thing for you is, think of it as you're looking at yourself. Snarling. For me, I look at that alien thing, on the alien with the big long silver head, the teeth that come out here and another set come out there. That thing scares me. So I'm imagining this thing, and I'm looking at her. think of that thing as you. And show and give off that unconditional love to you. The evil, bad, horrible you, the one that has these nasty little funky thoughts that nobody else knows, and maybe things that you've done that you think nobody else knows. That evil side. Or even if you've never done, perhaps you've just had thoughts of hurting someone or doing something evil or something. You know what I'm talking about. We all have that evil side, that contrast. We all have that love, but we also have that evil side to us, that duality. And I'm thinking now that that's the choice that we're making. That's the free will. We're free to do good and we're free to do bad. We have that free choice. And I've sort of taken stock or looking at different things and different scenarios in my life, things that I've done in my life since I've been here in this dimension or this realm, this timeline, whatever you want to call it. And I've learned a lot. I've experienced a lot. And I've talked about this before too. I think this is also a way for us to learn different lessons. I also think that we pick our families. You be the mom this time, I'll be the kid. You be the daddy, I'll be the mom. I'll be the cousin, I'll be the grandma. There's a lot of lessons I've learned since I've been here. There's still some things I'm sitting back, reviewing, and trying to decide what lesson am I supposed to learn with this particular situation, because I sure don't want to do this again. Another thing I did today, I got my tarot cards out, and I know I'm probably scaring some folks away, but guys, if you're still here, if you look up tarot, and the same way you tap into the energy for the internet, the ether is the same energy that you tap in for the cards, is what I'm learning. And what I always do, and again, I'm still learning, and what I try and do is when I start reading my cards, I will, of course, shuffle them. And normally I burn sage and try to purify the area and get into the mindset or into that space of good. Yeah. So I did a reading for myself this morning, and it was spot on. So actually, I'm going to start practicing doing this. So if anybody in the chat wants me to do a reading for you, be my guinea pig, say so, and I will draw 4 cards. Or should I buy? Is it 4 or 3? I think I'm just going to draw 3 cards. So I'm just going to set them here and pop in and say hi to you guys again. If anybody wants to be my guinea pig, let me know. Okay. FNAF fandom. Hello. What's that knife for? You want to come help me harvest mushrooms tomorrow? That knife looks like it would be real good to get a big old chicken of the woods. Fatima, hi, darling. Himalayan sea salt is all you use. Good job, Luana. Good job. Let's see. Interested Abbott. Hang on a second. It jumped on me big time again. Okay. I just learned that you can collect acorns and make bread. Yes. Matter of fact, it's raining now, but I was just looking the other day. The acorns are just loaded on the ground, and I'm gonna go harvest acorns. I did it last year too, but the squirrels got it. I left it out, and the squirrels got them. So I'm gonna try it again this year. Yes, I understand that it makes the lightest, fluffiest, most delicious bread ever. The flour is amazing. It's sort of tedious. The process is hard, is a little tedious, but I hear that it's well worth the effort. Yes, you could make wine out of dandelion too. Absolutely. Headaches for a month off and on, spirit journey. I hate to hear that. Hope you feel better. Stay hydrated and um, up your magnesium and potassium. I have had a big shift, not sleeping at all. Wow. I'm sorry to hear that, baby. It's rough. It is rough. And see, I feel it. I feel the pain starting to come right now, and a little bit of the gas bubbling. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and take to try and combat it, because when those stomach pains start, it is, and it's like bloating. Now, I don't know if it's probably part of my fibromyalgia. That's part of this, because that's some of the symptoms, but I've never had it this severe. Yeah. So what I do is I take these little antacids, not antacids, anti-gas, to take some of that bloating away. So pardon me while I do that, y'all. Yeah, this stuff ain't no joke. No joke at all. Your temples. Yeah. Yeah. Right in through here for me. Right in through here for me. Yeah. This is where it's hurting. Right there. Could you be talking about Flurbrun? Yeah, it's Fluer, and her last name is Brun, is the way it's on her channel. Flurbrun. A brune. I don't know how she says it. Fleur. Yeah. Let's see. Iris exposing. We've experienced it too. It might be something you're eating. Yeah, and I have gotten off my diet. I've been eating a couple of things processed that I shouldn't have been eating. And also, Fleur also says to stay away from caffeine, stay away from refined foods, stay away from sugar, eat as much fruit, eat as raw as possible, as organic as possible, stay hydrated, fresh food, fresh vegetables, exercise. Yeah, yeah. Severe dry mouth. Me too, Spirit Journey. And see, I didn't post that. I didn't say anything about the dry mouth. But yes, really bad dry mouth. Give me a second, y'all. I gotta chew this stuff up. I was looking at this. When I looked at the this morning, I got up and opened the door to the garden shed, and the sun wasn't completely up, but it just looked off to where when I opened the door, I did like this. Uh-oh, something don't look right. Yeah. Okay. I hope this helps, because I can't have another night like the other night. Joshua Benjamin, did you know that the astrological sign of divine royalty is actually Virgo, the sign that both Horus and Jesus are born through? Yeah, And that sign in heaven, that was I think, is it Revelation 21 or Revelation 17, that speaks about the virgin in the sky with something at her feet, stars at her feet or whatever. That's what they're talking about. That's what they're talking about. And it was a sign that happened. What was it? The date, I can't, the date escapes me. I want to say September of 2017. There's something significant about that date as far as the stars, the alignment, because what you're speaking of, that sign in heaven, happened on that date. Marking, I understand from watching Jacob Israel, that marked the beginning of the 7 year tribulation. So according to Jacob Israel, we've already been, prophecy is scripture prophecy, we've already been in the Great Tribulation for 3.5 years. We have 3.5 years more to go, and things certainly look to be ramping up. Joshua says, divinity isn't a blood type, but whether or not your palmistry reflects your birth stars. The one who comes to rule constellation Cephas is also a palmist marking. So you're speaking of this type of marking, the palm in your hand, Joshua. Yeah, something big is on the horizon. And I was watching Israeli News Live yesterday, and he mentioned the possibility of the coming Antichrist or the coming Christ. Could it be an alien? And then, like Naughty Beaver, according to the Nostradamus Coltrane, says that there is going to be a being that will show up and say that he is our savior. And according to Nostradamus, this being that materializes and comes forward and says that he is our savior, it depicts him as extremely tall, disfigured face kind of being, slender, androgynous, and black. We'll see. We shall see. Tamara C., new to the channel. Hi, Tamara. Thank you for joining us. I hope I don't scare you too bad. Let me just share a little bit with you. I'm an ex-JW. I grew up in the Jehovah's Witness religion, and all along my life, I knew that something was wrong with it. It never felt right to me. So I've always secretly had this yearning for knowledge and seeking the truth. And so when I make a story real quick, I got out of the Jehovah's Witness thing, and it started this spiritual journey of me trying to find my way. After hearing, I heard a audible voice. Anyway, it's kind of led me here, and I've been through all kind of different rabbit holes. I came in leaving the Jehovah's Witnesses, then thinking I was a born again Christian, and then I was a black Hebrew Israelite, and then until somebody told me that I wasn't black enough to be a black Hebrew Israelite because my father was white and my mother was black, and yeah, and the Mormons and Christian Science, and because I wasn't able to research any of these religions growing up, that's what I've done over the last 4 years. Just been searching, so going through all the different rabbit holes, and much to the dismay and scaring people to death. Oh, Miss Monica going in that deep rabbit hole. The devil gonna get us down there. You know, I just seek the truth. And I listen to a variety of different people because that's all I seek. I want the truth. And I'm depending on that voice, that voice, that I guess the Holy Spirit, the Ruach, whatever you want to call it. I'm listening to that voice. And there's a lot of things that I pick up on different channels. Like, again, I listen to Pastor Dowel. Everything he says, I don't agree with everything he says, but a lot I do. I listen to Jacob Israel. There's a lot I agree with him. There's a lot I don't. I listen to Jeff Daugherty. The same thing. I just go down the line and I pick what resonates with me. Again, I'm just seeking the truth. So I hope I don't scare you with some of my stuff that I do, Tamara. But welcome for being here, Scott. Hey, welcome, Scott. Okay. Good to see you. Joshua Benjamin, food is the issue. Buy MREs. Yeah, MREs are good if you can afford them. Back in the day, you used to give those things away. Now those things are expensive. MREs, you can make your own MREs. And actually, with a lot of the fruits and vegetables and things that I'm drying, I'm going to parboil some rice. I'm learning how to do that too, and making little packages of things ready to go. All you have to do is add water, add hot water. If you want a hot meal, or a lot of these ready to eat meals, fully cooked, you just, peel the plastic off of it or open the pouch, or those are really good too if you cannot afford to get the MREs. But yes, you need some ready food that's ready to go, because there are going to be times to where you won't have a way to warm anything up. So you're going to have to eat cold macaroni and cheese possibly, or whatever, but have something to eat. I'm in the woods near Branson. Oh, okay. It's beautiful there. It's beautiful there. We're not too far from each other, Nancy. Storing food. Good. Good. I'm in the woods, in the middle of the woods. And I put another video clip there. What is her name? She's the first clip that I put in there. And I just happened upon her channel today. African American lady, and she's into prepping grandma or something like that. I was just drawn to her channel, and I kind of popped her in there too, because she has some neat ideas too that I thought it would be good for you guys as well. The hunter population isn't going to leave any wild game in the tree line for city people. Buy a fishing pole. Absolutely. Buy a fishing pole. Absolutely. Learn different ways of what you can do. Awaken, let's talk about it. Hello, welcome. Maybe you're getting taller like Floor. I will check that, because she did say that, didn't she? Didn't she, Abbott? She sure did. I need to check that, because my legs hurt. I got all my beads. I'm beat up, and put my crystals in, saging, meditating, playing music. Matter of fact, last night it was starting to get bad again, and I found it's called Rife, RIFE. It's a frequency vibration, and it was for muscle cramps. So I played that, and I put the speakers close to my legs, and I think it helped. I really think it helped. Your water is causing the cramping. Either you aren't drinking enough, or your water is bad. It's more likely I'm not drinking enough, Joshua. Iodized salt water is best in small quantities as a remedy to help thyroid issues. I've checked my thyroid, so I don't have a thyroid problem at all. If anything, it's probably me not drinking enough water. And I have to admit, it is hard for me. I have to really push myself to drink, but I'm trying to supplement it, with getting the trace minerals that I need. But I think you're right, Joshua. I'm going to have to, my water's fine because I'm on a well system. The water's wonderful here. So it's probably I'm not drinking it enough. Spirit Journey, you sound out you sound like you're doing the right things of your pain. Maybe do blood work if you don't feel better. Yeah, and I've had blood work done too, and everything is fine, other than when my iron was low and my D3 was low, but I'm taking D3 supplements and iron supplements now. Um, but the cramping is still there. Actually, the cramping is worse. Um, my father-in-law cramps up bad when he doesn't drink enough water. Yes. Yep. I think you're right there. Hold on. Thank you, Joshua. Here we go. My goal is to drink this gallon. And I got it half down, but my goal is to at least drink this whole gallon by the time I go to bed uh, tonight. I know I should be drinking more than that, but this is a lot for me. So I'm taking baby steps. Geo, I can already see shadow spirits, also the ringing and just knowing. Yes, 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 yes. And I wanted to share this with you guys. Chief Woolly Hair. She does readings, and I had her try a reading on me, and I was trying to reach my grandmother. I wasn't able to reach my grandmother, but I seriously felt a shift in the energy, and I felt my niece. I felt my niece Laura, and as she pulled the cards, and the cards that she mentioned was my niece, spot on, spot on, and that's what kind of got me interested in trying to learn to do this again. Yeah, but yeah, so she's a good spirit, definitely a good spirit. I also feel lighter, like I'm in a higher state of being, like 5D, even if it's for a moment. I'm in a state of love. Oh, that's amazing. I love that, Geo. Oh, I love that, Geo. Thank you for sharing that with us. We are shifting, guys. We are shifting. Some of us are ready to shift. Some of us are not ready to shift. And again, it is not our job to wake anybody else up. Everybody awakens at their own level. Now, as we awaken, we use our voices and how we interact with people, and coming from that love space, um, that's how our light shines, or we stay in that higher love vibration, and those around us will see the change in us, and maybe that's all that's needed to help them to awaken. But yeah, but I'm so excited for you, Gio. You're mostly feeling the positive things. Awesome. And that's what we need to focus on. We need to focus on the positive. Thank you so much for saying that, Gio. It's so important that we stay focused on positive, stay in that high love vibration. Love, forgive, be empathetic, do everything that we can to help our fellow man. Again, not be walked over, but be helpful. Have a love for humanity and how we want our world to be. Nancy says leg cramps can be from large varicose veins in legs. Happened to me, needed surgery. Yeah, and my legs, I have little small, little spider veins, and not very many. I know exactly what you're talking about because one of my nieces, has varicose veins, really, really, really bad. Young woman, but I mean, her legs are just it. Yeah, I don't have that. So unless they're deep in my meat, deep in my meat. Autumn, hello, darling. Welcome. Greg Braden, thank you, Lily. Good to see you, sweetheart. Thank you. It is Greg Braden. Absolutely. Absolutely. You are your worst enemy. I know that from experience, but I don't fear myself. Exactly. Exactly. And we are, Gio, we are our worst enemy. So that the big bad boo in the corner that we're afraid of is you. So love you. Love you. Nothing to be afraid of. Stare it right in the face. Stare it right in the face and say, yeah, I see you. And you sure is ugly. But you're me. You're me. And uh, maybe not accept that evil side of you, but have empathy for that evil or that dark side of you. And just, I guess, understand that it is you and you still have to love you, but don't be afraid of you because it's just you. Well, let's see. I literally fear little to nothing. I've been through so much in my life. Literally went through hell. Nothing scares me. They try to break me, but I'm infinite, baby. Woo! Give me some dap. Hold on. Where you at? Oh, there we go, Geo. Absolutely. Autumn. If you love yourself, they can't get to you except your dark side. And your dark side can't even get to you too. Can't even get to you too, Autumn. Because if you show love to yourself, you stare that evil, nasty, snarling, snotting, doo-doo smelling, green slime, ectoplasm thing. And you just look at it and say, oh, baby. Oh, baby. It's going to be all right, baby. My soul is tired of experiencing negativity. Me too. And I understand what you're saying, Gio. And I know that you're not saying that you want to check out, you want to die and all that. I understand what you're saying. Our souls are tired. I don't do this no more. I'm ready to go to the Jamaica in the fifth dimension and get my groove back. Yeah. Either that, and I think we have a choice too. We can either incarnate in this physical body, or we can incarnate into the crystalline body. I kind of want both. I want to be able to go in and out if I choose to. I want to experience the 100% crystalline body. I want to experience that. But I also want to experience being in this meat suit, but in the perfect form. No sickness, no death, no pain, nothing. Fine as hell. I want to experience that too. Is that being selfish? I don't know. I want both of it. I wanted both. I am eternal. I am infinite, but I'm tired of the evil and wickedness. Yes, it's coming to an end. It's coming to an end, Gio. The bad experiences make you stronger. I do agree, but I also believe that everything isn't planned. Some things are, but the rest is free will. I agree with you there too. We have a choice. We have that, again, that contrast. We have that good side and that evil side, or whatever you want to call it. What side do you lean more to? And all of us know. All of us know. Have you done more good in your life than bad? Or are you the type of person that looks for every opportunity to stick it to somebody, to scam somebody, to take from somebody, is that your regular mindset? Because there are people that are like that. I'm not one, no. And I'm happy about that. I'm happy about that. If who else was saying that? Someone said that, I think it was Greg Braden. No, it was Corey Good and David Wilcox spoke about that 51%, whether you'll get to ascend or not. And again, that's the ET type thing. But if you are more good, then if you tip the scales more on one side than the other, that's all that's needed. And I venture to say that I'm pretty sure that everybody that's in here right now is going to make it in that percentage. Me check bag. Love Auntie Monica. I love you too, darling. Let's see. I read tarot and oracle for a couple of years. Yeah, I'm just learning. Chief Willie here says that she's gonna kind of assist me. And then also Empath Lady here does readings as well. And I'm sure she's going to show me some things as well. Joshua Benjamin, we are only here once. If you were born as royalty through birth stars, then you would want a different set. Those embracing reincarnation want to do over because they aren't happy. Could that could be it, Joshua? But could it also be, what if someone decided they wanted to come back? Say, for instance, what they call star seeds and light workers and things. What if we decided, all of us, say for instance, in this chat right now, what if we all decided we're going to come back? We're all on a ship someplace, and we all decided we're going to come back. Monica, you're going to play the crazy lady on YouTube, and Joshua, you're going to play this part, and Geo, you're going to do this part, and Lily, you're going to do this part, and Luana's going to do this part. What if? There's so many what ifs. What if we chose to do this? Some of us, what's the possibility of us having to come back because Jack messed up so bad the last life, we have to come back and try and fix the mess we try it again. That's another possibility. I don't know what the answer to that is, but it's endless of the different possibilities of what it could be, Yeah. Always stay on the high frequency, love vibration. Don't let the demons bother you. Yeah, they can't do nothing to you. They can't do anything to you unless you let them. And once you remember who and what you are, you're untouchable. You're untouchable. Stand in your power. Mean Genie. Indeed, I've seen astrological signs be spot on, even online. Yes, there's something to that, for sure. Geo's Sofalagio 63. That's probably the channel that you want me to take a look at. I will definitely take a look at it. I would love it. Okay, when you say you want to practice reading with me, Mean Genie, is that what you mean, Mama? I'll go back to the end and see if that's what you meant. If it is, I've already been on here an hour, but I'll do that. That'll be my first one. It'll be my first one. Let's see. I don't want to miss anybody's comment because I really appreciate you guys being here. Okay. Yes. 3-card spread. Yes. Past, present, and future. Thank you, Eugene. I think 3 is good. Awesome. Joshua Benjamin. Learn using actual astrology placements or sidereal astronomical astrology. Topical astrology is an entire sign off. Okay. Yeah, and see, that's another thing that I'm strongly interested in. I'm interested in the tarot. I'm interested in crystals and healing, and also interested in astronomy, the alignment of the stars, and what each sign means, and the cusp and the time you were born. It's all relevant. It's all relevant. 369. I like that. Yes, most tarots 369. Yes, acorn flower. 3 months, etc. 3 and then 9. 3 day months, etc. Certain tribes use acorn, but I heard poisonous, so be careful. Yeah, there's a way that you have to do it, JL. You have to the acorns have this chemical in it that's called tannin, TANIN. And what you have to do is you have to take the acorns and you soak them in water, and you drain the water off, and you put them back in water again. You soak them again until that water comes out clear. All that brown tannin leaches out of the flesh of the acorn. The Native Americans, what they used to do is they put it like in a sack, and they would tie the sack off, and they put it in a creek and let the water run through it to get all the tannins out. And then once that's done, then you roast them. I think you take the shell off first, and then you roast them, and then you grind them into flour. Yeah, but That's the stuff you're talking about is the tannin, and that has to come out. You're correct, Geo. Um, yes, yes, try some acorn flour. I'm going to try it too. Yes, the shift is ongoing process. It's not easy. Try Dr. Eric Bird with fibromyalgia. He has some awesome diet and nutrition. I'll definitely check that out, Lynn girl. Geo, for me, I like cilantro or anything really that is herbal and great for gassy both. Thank you for that tip. I forgot about cilantro. I should go out in the garden and go get some and just eat me a big old pile of cilantro. Chamomile, that's another one. I have that one too in the garden. Yeah. And that's another thing I'm doing, guys. I'm planting all of these medicinal herbs all in my garden to make sure they're perennials and they come back every year. Yes, I follow the current astrology, no religion. Absolutely. Religion is nothing but a snare and a racket. Acorn milk, peanut milk, scrappy doo. Revelation 12:1. Thank you, Joshua. And the woman shall be clothed in the sun with the moon at her feet. That's it. That's exactly the scripture I was talking about. Oh, yeah, the solar flash. Supposedly, one happened yesterday on Halloween. Yes. Yep. Portal wide open. Yeah. Yes, palmistry or palm lines. The dominoes are falling. Yes. They were saying Canada was going to be affected, and we weren't. Okay. We just had solar flares. Yes. You should watch Rashad Jamal on YouTube. He breaks a lot of stuff down. I'll check him out as well. I appreciate these if you guys find someone that you think might resonate with our group, drop it in here. Yeah. Joshua Benjamin. Obama already claimed to be a Messiah. They were following gay Muslims. Okay. I hadn't heard about that one. But there's going to be many that's going to come out and say, I'm the Christ, I'm the Christ, I'm the Christ, I'm the Christ, I'm the Christ. Yeah. I heard that Michael Jackson's daughter, Paris, is coming out in a movie as the lesbian Jesus. Okay. I'm keeping an open mind. I'm going to check it out. Miss Ben and Rose. Hey, darling. I love you too, sweetheart. MREs. MREs are these ready-made meals for the military. They would give the soldiers these pouches of macaroni and cheese or beef tips and rice and a little Bunsen burner type thing. No, not Bunsen burner. It was like a chemical pack. You pop it open and it makes it hot, and you put your pouch on it and it makes your food hot. Yeah, that's what it is. Military food. Above all things, love and trust yourself and go within. Have discernment. Absolutely. Everything that we need, seek, want, desire is inside. Is inside, is not here. It's not here. And I know it sounds crazy, but you see. Meal ready to eat is basically a survival pack. Yes. Leonard. Hello, Leonard. Welcome. In the end, we are eternal, but also we are just light. Our next body is made of light, and I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. But I'm definitely going to see if I can come back because I want to experience. I want to experience life, even for a short term. I don't think I want to do it as long as I did this time, as many incarnations as I've done these times, because I feel like I've done this before. Have you guys feel like you've done this before? I certainly feel like I've done this before, and I don't want to do the past lives I've done before. I don't want to do that again, but I want to plan this with myself. Yeah, one last hurrah. Yeah, but I'm ready for the light body. I'm sure that's going to be amazing too. Margarita, peace and love to you, darling. In Revelation 12:1, it also speaks about the dragon constellation Draco falling to earth with a third or fourth of the 12 zodiac constellations beneath it. Picture Earth spinning backwards. see it in your mind. Yeah. Um, I need to pull up Naughty Beaver's page again, because he has something to where it shows the constellation. It shows like the Big Dipper and the Bear and the Orion and all of that in the sky with, yeah. Yeah. I'm going to look at that. For the pain, strong magnets. Mainstream medicine tries to hide this. Look into it. Okay. I'm going to check into that. Actually, I have one of my bracelets here that has some magnet beads on it, but I'm definitely going to check that out. Uh, the dead that resurrect already returned, made whole. I have not seen someone dead return with the marks of their death or missing limbs. They are without blemish. Their mind, however, is another thing. Wow. Let's see. Birth stars repeat, but people don't. Okay, birth stars repeat, but people don't. Anyone that reaches paradise want to come back. When I visited there, it was euphoric, just standing in the sunlight with the ocean mist landing on me. Oh, that sounds beautiful. Yeah. Okay. Mean Gene says it's in the collective. Yes. Acorns should be leached. Yes. Yes. Before consuming. Got to get those tannins out. Chief Woolly Hair. That's the lady I was telling you guys. Oh, you sound garbled. Oh no. And I've been talking this whole time and I sound garbled. Well, crap. Well, thank you for telling me, girl. I don't know what to do about it. I turned this thing off. Um, let's see. The songs of the 144,000 are veiled in the tribe names. Translated, they say this: true forgiveness is willful amnesia of sin, casting it as far as east is from west. I like that. I like that. All right, let me try and do my first time reading for Ms. Mean Jean. Okay, so I'm just going to shuffle the cards. This is my first time. I'm kind of nervous. Okay, I'm going in this with the intention. Um, we're going to pull 3 cards, past, present, and future, for Ms. Mean Jean. I'm sure she's not mean. And we'll see what the cards say. And if Lily and Chief Willie here, if you have any pointers for me, because this is my first time and you guys are pros at this. Okay, so I guess I should show you the cards, huh? Hold on, let me see if I can turn this down. Let me move my. Okay. This way. All right. So reach in and pull 3 cards. It's the past, present, future. Put these cards away. I think that's how you do it. Lily and Chief Willie here, make sure I'm doing this right. I think I am. Okay, we'll pull this way. Okay, and past, present, future. So I'm gonna put the cards. Yeah. Past, present, future. Okay. Here's the first card. It's in reverse. Well, I gotta get my book because I don't know what that means. I'm gonna go ahead and show the card. And let me see. This is. Let's see. I'm just learning. I think this is cups. Okay, this cups. I'm learning. This is the cups. Okay, past, present is the next card. And it's the moon card. And then the past, present, and then the future card. This is the coins cup. All right, now I gotta get the book. Now, Chief Woolly Hair and Empath Lady, I'm sure they could just read these without looking in the book. But again, this is my first time. So this one is cups. So I need to go to the book and I look for cups. And we're looking for okay. Okay, cups. So this is, I guess this is the 9 of cups, but it's reversed. So the reversed says, meaning it says, though you have accomplished a task, there may be cracks in the trophy. When the 9 of cups appear reversed, let it serve as a reminder not to become too proud or self-indulgent. So I don't know if that will resonate with you or not. The next one is the moon card. So let's see what the moon card has to say. And again, this is the moon card. Okay, and this one is, I guess you call it front facing instead of reverse. This one says the moon, subconscious, doubt, guidance, illusion. A woman stands before the crescent moon, shadows dancing at her feet. The moon is a card that draws on the subconscious and urges us to look to our shadow selves for guidance. If you're feeling lost or uncertain, call upon dreams and intuition to guide your way. However, do not play into the hands of your darkest fears or fantasies, for they will only lead you astray. So I don't know if that resonates with you, Mean Gene. Okay, the last card here is what is this one? That one looks like coins. Coins, and what we have looks like a. Here we go. Here we go. You see that? All right. It was not inverted. It was it inverted? I think it was inverted. Somebody remind me real quick because I turned it. Was this card reversed or was it straight on? See, I don't need to move the cards next time. I think it was reversed. So I'm going to read the reversed. It says, worry that you have counted on success too soon. It is an illusion, and it is not time to rest on your laurels just yet. Ceasing now could cause everything you have built to crumble. Take a moment to re-energize. Don't give up. Again, this was past, present, future. So, tell me, Jeannie, did any of that resonate with you at all? Oh, Joshua says she does sound garbled. I didn't say anything because I figured it would end the live trying to fix it. Oh, thank you, darling. I don't know what's wrong. It could be the weather, possibly, because I'm still in the same spot that I've done it before and everybody says it sounds fine. And I turned off the Bluetooth, so I'm not sure. I'm sorry, guys. Tarot is a tool. Jesus told people to learn and see and hear spiritually. Then you will know without tools, clairvoyance, and audience. Daydream everything you do to develop that. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Awesome. Okay, I don't know if you heard any of this, Meanie Genie. Let us know, or you just let me know later if any of that resonated with you. Um, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get off now. My head hurt and I'm hungry. I'm going to fix me something to eat and uh, work on processing these mushrooms and bagging up my blueberries. Um, guys, do your little prepping. Do what you can. Anyway, stay in that high love vibration. No fear, no fear. Just stay alert and aware. Keep your vibrations high. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye, my babies.